But
yes, that Philadelphia.
Yeah.
just to clarify,
the one with Will Smith, of course. Just making sure.
Yeah, exactly. Will Smith, cheesesteaks, dead milkmen,
and now Gritty.
Shout out to the dead milkmen. Yeah, Gritty, absolutely. I mean, just speaking of absolutely terrifying monsters, talk about Juice's future in Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, man, absolutely. And Juice is the example of this. I tell these kids where it's just like, if your parents are giving you problems about going to tournaments, because I know Juice has said his parents aren't the greatest and let him go places. But hey, if you're making money, man, you can do whatever the hell you want. And you see already wasting no time going with the Corrin.
Absolutely, and the thing is that he's already one of the better. ZSSs in this, and really in the entire region. Some could argue the United States, but really hasn't been out there quite enough to really have that claim laid on him. But he knows that it's a bad matchup, so he goes with the Corrin with secondary, and he has won tournaments with this Corrin in the past, Koopa.
That's very true. I think the one thing that might be a little bit rough for him here is that he's been playing primarily Zero Suit Samus for the entirety of Losers Bracket, so for him to go from a character like ZSS that can really push your advantage state, with the right wins and neutral, to a little bit of a slower character like Corrin where your spacing matters a little bit more, it could take a little bit of an adjustment period for him. But so far he's doing pretty well. Again, staying at a range where he's going to be able to punish INSOMNIAC's unsafe options on shield.
And read that slide perfectly. And again, I mean, that's not the safest option in the world. And if INSOMNIAC wants to cover ground that badly, he's going to have to do it another way than that. And they are back into neutral. Bullet arms coming out, and the tipper is how Juice responds and takes the first stock of this best-of-5 clip.
Yeah, that was a really good pin there from Juice. It's funny, he's really good at playing characters that can kill you alarmingly early. Except Corrin obviously chooses to do it more horizontally than vertically.
Right. I mean, and the thing is just very different stances, very different takes on the game. I mean,
oh my god.
Corrin very much emphasizing zoning and spacing.
Yep.
Whereas ZSS, you can just kind of charge in and absolutely, if you have the right level of skill, you can just melt through stocks.
Oh, yeah,
although you definitely see Juice doing this at the moment, spacing himself out perfectly with the grab and the throw.
Yeah, and you see Juice is having complete control, and that's where I think Corrin's really, really good, is her ability to ledge trap you and edge guard you is deceivingly very, very good, just because she has so much range to work with, and, burst options that can kill you super early.
Down B coming out just in time for INSOMNIAC to avoid a paralyzing fate from that neutral B. And now Juice, I mean, he seems to like using characters that have some sort of paralysis effect.
Yeah, right.
So, that's another pattern that I picked up on him, but
much like the electric slide at parties.
Yeah, more or less. Oh, he's going to teach you to respect the #1 in Philadelphia as he goes up 1-0 in this best-of-5 set.
Absolutely. And I do want to give some shout-outs to his controller tag and Norbit. If you guys have never seen Norbit, it got, panned by critics, but in my opinion, it's, one of my favorite bad movies to watch.
Oh, no. There's such a thing as a good bad movie. There are movies and then there are bad movies. For sure.
Yeah. Norbit's a good one. I think it was it was a mid-2000s comedy movie with Eddie Murphy. So,
yeah. I mean, quote-unquote comedy.
Yeah.
But Eddie Murphy just kind of stopped being funny in some juncture, and I'm not even sure why or how.
Yes.
But him going from Delirious to Meet Dave.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Stick to Dr. Doolittle, man. I'm just saying. But
no, fair enough. Absolutely no. Dr. Doolittle is an absolutely brilliant retake. But regardless of that, sticking with that Norbit tag, because apparently people at school called him Norbit because he looked like Norbit. It's so not cool.
That's very not cool, but he's taking it in stride. Who's he caring? He's making money.
Oh, yeah, for real. Honestly, you're taking enough people's money, you're running enough people's face, you can call him whatever the heck you want, because frankly, it's him winning the tournament, it's not you.
Yep. So this stage is going to be really good for INSOMNIAC if he opts to camp with bullets. Because if the stage tilts a certain way, depending on which way it tilts, INSOMNIAC's going to be able to cover full range of the stage with bullets. So So let's see if that's an option on the table here. But also, Juice has been playing really, really well. Again, being able to switch styles between two characters so well. Gets the footstool, able to get a down tilt combo starter here. And again, INSOMNIAC just dungeoned off into the ledge already.
And you gotta wonder, I mean, this is if Juice were to potentially move on after winning 2 more games, and the potential is very real of that Koopa, he would go on to face Sync, who really, he's not picking up much of anything in terms of how he plays DSS here, if that is the option that he chooses to go with.
Yep.
So, I mean, if you're Sync and you're watching this, what are you trying to take away from Juice's gameplay if he in fact does switch characters?
Yep, we shall see if we get there. But again, INSOMNIAC going right back on the offensive here, doing a really good job.
Oh, wow!
Again, great job with the landing traps with those afterburner kicks and up Bs.
Fly me to the moon, says INSOMNIAC as he takes the first stock off of Juice in this second game.
Again, going right back to work here, but Juice in a good position and great awareness to be able to tech on that platform, save himself any sort of trouble here. And again, gonna get Witch Twine. Let's see what INSOMNIAC goes for here.
Now, Bayonetta has been known to give Juice some problems. I mean, it was GWJ, in fact, it was the finals of the final of Fully Charged 4 out in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, maybe a month before the circuit started. GWJ is getting 2-0'd after a couple of character switches against Juice, and finally just switches to Bayonetta and winds up taking 2 games off of Juice. So it went to a 5th game, and ultimately Juice makes the adjustment. But I mean, man, it was a rough go for quite a while.
Sometimes the matchup's just bad, man. But now again, Juice having to play from a deficit here. Let's see if INSOMNIAC's going to give him the opportunity to maybe mount a comeback here.
Now Bayonetta, and Lilat's a very good stage for Bayonetta, as he says, as Bayonetta loses his stock. But yeah, the commentator's curse is real, folks. So
yeah, and this is exactly what I mean. If the stage is tilting in a certain manner, then INSOMNIAC's going to be able to cover a lot of range of the stage that way. Let's see how Juice is going to be able to go about this. Again, he got us to play a little bit more tactical here. He kind of just can't go, full bull in a China shot using Corrin. But with the right placement, the right moves on the edge here, stuff like that can start killing really, really early.
The down air gets Juice off stage. He's going to have to recover here. He does, but I'm surprised INSOMNIAC didn't meet him out. Over the edge, personally.
Yeah. Because Juice had to, exhaust his jump to be able to get back to the stage. So, we shall see, man. And again, just going to kind of wait out the tilt. And bullets go, but I guess Juice brought his glow stick to a gunfight, I guess.
Your speed is clear.
You should have both guys laughing about it.
There you go.
You ready for this?
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mother.
See, at least he's respectful and not running up on him when he's getting talked to.
Yeah, I'm not even sure. Goodness gracious. Yeah, no, we were. While that was going on, we were reading the chat. Hi. But
all right, so now we're back to our regularly scheduled programming of guns.
Yeah, guns and swords already in progress. And
see, Corrin definitely took the bring your sword to a gunfight motif literally, because she brought both.
Yeah, seriously, and being able to transform into some sort of pseudo dragon never hurt either. But
they never said you can't bring your dragon to the gunfight either. Ooh, both guys missing dash grabs the other way.
Never thought I'd see bullet arts employed as a defensive measure, but here we are. This is 2018, folks. Good forward air to get himself back onto the stage and back into control with the tipper.
Yeah, and if Juice gets a tipper on the ledge here, this could result in bad news for INSOMNIAC. Ooh, just missing the ledge right there. Not sure if the tilt of Lilat affected that or not.
And now gets the grab, good throw, and now to finish it off. I mean, INSOMNIAC's not going to get the finish there, and Juice was very close to making him pay for it.
Oh, Lilat!
Oh my gosh, Lilat fails INSOMNIAC at the exact wrong time, and Juice survives, goes up 2-0, and that has got to be demoralizing for INSOMNIAC.
That's all I got.
I just want to thank you for pointing out that was not me, because that was not gonna lie, that was kind of jerkish. That was seriously, I feel like I should be offended on Insomniac's behalf.
You see, here's the thing. Chris knows from working with me almost every week on something that I keep you on your toes, man.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm full of surprises. I'm like the special at a restaurant. You're never gonna get the same thing twice.
Gosh, I can't wait until I get a good one as we go to Town and City for game number 3. See, that was my comeback on the behalf of Insomniac.
Juice is up 2-0, by the way.
I take no responsibility.
Yeah, so Juice up 2-0 here into driver's seat. Insomniac going for a change of clothes. As I guess the deep vacuum of space can definitely have a wear on a woman's leather pantsuit.
Yeah, for sure. So much so you gotta change to the Jean skin, but that's Juice. Keep on keeping on with the orange-ish Corrin.
Yeah, Corrin's is great. I like this color.
Yeah, I can dig it. I can dig it. I mean, as much as I can possibly dig anything from Fire Emblem, but it's just not my thing.
Yeah, I'm not keen on it either, but hey.
Hey, different strokes, different folks. There are different swords or paralyzers or really whatever it is that you have. There was something catchier in there. I'm just not finding it, but goodness gracious, Insomniac not finding any form of stage control either. I mean, this is Juice from pillar to post right now, and Insomniac just looking for an answer.
Yeah, but this could potentially be the answer here, but it looks like Insomniac, exhausted all of his resources to get that initial combo starter. Which time not going to come out there. Again, Insomniac's in a position where he's going to land with a lot of lag.
Yeah. No, Juice is always there to punish those. I mean, you see his reflexes when he's just punishing this grab. Oh my gosh! A brutal down B, and Juice is one stock away from losers semifinals here, where again Sync awaits.
And again, if he was real, he would have gone for the down air right there. TBH.
Either way, it's Insomniac living to fight another day, so perhaps a beneficiary of Juice's lack of judgment there. But either way, that was an absolutely brutal counter to get the first stock. Yeah. And as we're seeing this, the witch twist off at the top, perhaps. There he does get it. Juice gets roofed one more time in Insomniac. He's not done yet. Oh my gosh!
Yeah, great wait out on the witch side with the Dragon Fang bite. But gets nicked at the very end of that heel slide. That could be a big combo for Insomniac. But again, Juice's SDI has been really, really good, and his also ability to escape out of these combos has been really, really good too.
Really, all Juice needs to do now is play safe, space himself out and edge guard from right about where he was standing. Because he was throwing out every single option to Insomniac and not making it easy to neutral get up at all. And having to utilize that witch time to give him some assistance. And now as they get back to neutral, I mean, Insomniac, he's been chasing the game this whole time, and it's been good to take one stock. I don't know if it's going to take a second.
We shall see, man. Again, he's getting the initial hits he needs, but he's not getting the big... 0 to death combo starter he's looking for. And also, Juice is doing a good job just positioning himself in the right places.
Oh, and there it goes. Juice, and just like that, Insomniac's tournament run comes to an end, and it was a wonderful effort by the young man. I'm sure that he'll take the points in the circuit, but it's Juice who survives to move on to losers semifinal.
Yeah, man, that was just awesome, to be completely honest with you.
Yeah, and the thing is that he won, he had not won a We Bear Bears in about a month. He had not attended every single one. But in that time, we had a couple of first-time winners, including Why Do Bad Things Happen to Good People, as well as Yoda Cage, who competed here today.
Yes, sir.